And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might the right hand catch with the left touchdown.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, blue line. Pass. Double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three. Whip. One. Check 15.
Our first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's
played there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
I'm coming after you. Even. Kill.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sims. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Black 22. And even.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
You go take. You can go now. You got to take.
Jameis to throw it. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down.
Ready. Flag. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Pick it up. Hey, switch here. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Titans nothing. Bradley Pinion set to
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Your track, your track. Kill.
Caught right side, Davis. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
36.
Mariota gives to Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Mariota's throw caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On the read option, it's Mariota. He may try and run for this. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Check.
3rd and goal, Mariota. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Carl Nassib drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded at the 2. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Check. Watch 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on first down. Sims. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, come on now. Switch. Check three.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Ready? Mike 5-4. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. 5 on the 50.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Hey, ready? Black 25.
First down, Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, I got him. That's me. 45's the mic.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 54. Right here.
Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check 45's the mic. Drop deep.
Here's Mariota, option left. He can run for it, and he will. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
One. Hey, watch that. Check 1.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
The Bucs take over first. We got this. At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jameis now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Sims. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Winston. 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Sims. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got
Throwing, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike, 45.
Mariota on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You've got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check Mike 45.
Mariota now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Winston now. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. Side complete to Miller. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First down, Tampa Bay.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now they run with Sims. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
54 Mike. Silver. Joker.
On 2nd down and 4. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
54 Mike. 54 Mike.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Miller. He's got it. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
Ready. Flag. Even. Flip.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check three. Check hot route. Alert three.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 3, check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
First down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
5 on the 50.
Jameis now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? White 25. White 5-4. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Bang, 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 let's go.
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
It's 3rd down and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. And then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they want to get those products out there. They want to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Where are they, team?
On second down, here's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. One.
Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Show one.
To throw is Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to field this at the 4. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
36.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check right, check right. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the safety creep.
Now Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back now in Nashville. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Ready? Blue lady. Mike 54. Go, tackle. Come on. Sunday. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Here I come. Check safety, check safety. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
45. Mike, 45.
Here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready? White 25. Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 52.
Now Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Who that? Check. Hey, stop. Let's go. Slam. Deuce.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Check 13.
On 2nd and 9, Winston, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Check.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the fall pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Watch out. Check it back. Here we go. Even. Undercrunch. Kill.
To throw, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. Watch the twist.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Titans! Alex Barnes with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
and that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? And they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready? Blue-in. Target. Even. Slam. Zip.
Now Jones. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Ready? Blue in. Right there, 54 miles. Wait. He's checking. Crash. Slam.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Check 4.
From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Mariota to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go one more.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready, black 25, 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Black, we do that. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.